Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, Violetta. Good. Anyone else is here? Well, I can see that, yes. So, hello, everyone. Can you hear? Can you see me? Is everything okay? Where is it? There it is. Hello, hello. Can you hear? Can you see me and the presentation? And do you read me? Hello, Oleg. Okay, so everything seems to be okay. Good. So I believe we can start. Yes, it's 5:30 and it's a new month and a new week. No, it's Tuesday, so it's not a new week, but it's a nice day, at least this. Cool. So third conditional, 30 minutes with me, Tomasz Podstawski, and third conditional, which is useful, probably not as often as the other ones. I mean, one and two, or zero also. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. So let's begin. Let's begin with the two things we need to form third conditional. All right. So just don't think about third conditional now. Now think about past perfect. What is it? Well, it's a tense. It's a tense which can describe two action. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. Uh, well, every part of my head is growing some hair, so yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Thanks. Yeah. Hello, Anna. Hello. Hello. So we're just starting, yeah? Third conditional, but we need two things, just two things to make a third conditional, and there's a thing one, past perfect. I spoke to her, she left. We're going to make past perfect out of these two. As you can see, these two are in a past simple. Yeah, I spoke to her. She left. She punched me, maybe. She cried, and so on. But it sounds like a list. Yeah, we want to make it more beautiful. That's why we will use, well, past perfect. I had spoken to her before she left. It's exactly the same, but we have one sentence. Yeah, with some additional features that make it more, well, it makes it flow simply. So let's take a look at, well, just simply the words one by one. The cool thing about past perfect is this. No matter who is here, it can be I, it can be she, it can be we, they, a dog, a cloud, a sky. We always have had. So there's always had. Yeah, I had spoken, you had spoken, it had spoken, we had spoken. The dog had spoken, the God had spoken, whoever you want had spoken. There's no has, there's no has, no, it's always had, but you probably know it. Now, spoken, yeah, it's number 3 from a table, column number 3. That's how we use, that's how we describe it often. Yeah, so speak, spoke, spoken, go, went, gone. Hit, hit, hit. Yeah, sometimes we have everything here. Or when it's a regular verb, then we have simply ed. Punch, punched. Cry, cried. Jump, jumped. Yeah, and that's it. That's our past perfect. And now we have past simple in the rest of the sentence. And what is important here is that this influenced this. So because I had spoken to her, she left. Or just before she left, I had spoken to her. So these two are together. Yeah, two ideas, but we link them together, and one of them is caused by the other. So this one was before, action number 1, And this one was, well, happened later, action number 2. Here also we have action number 1 and action number 2, but we have two different sentences, yeah? And this is like a list. Here we have one sentence and it's great. I had spoken to her before she left. Or we could say, I had spoken to her and she left. Or because, no, uh, uh, because I had spoken to her, she left. All right, so one influences the other. A few more examples, all right? Yeah, so past perfect, again. She had seen, she had seen, she saw seen, the film before, so she switched the TV off. All right, so again, two actions. Number 1, she had seen it before, maybe a month, maybe a week, maybe 2 years ago. Okay, and then later in the future, but still everything is in the past, she switched the TV off. So again, this caused this. All right, let's clean this up. And another one. I'm not sure if this is true with everyone, and it wasn't true with me, because in Poland everyone wants to go to work as quickly as possible. But let's say I had finished my studies. All right, so I had finished them before I started working. So again, I had finished before I started working. We could reverse it. Before I started working, but again, it's past simple, I had finished studies. So in a sentence, and you will see those sentences later, this one can be seen as number 1, and this one can be seen as number 2. But then in reality, this one was first, and this one was second. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Okay, another one. I had seen the movie, so they avoided spoilers. No, I hadn't. Yeah, negative sentence is also possible. I had not seen the movie, so I've got good friends, and then they avoided spoilers. So because I hadn't seen it, they avoided spoilers. They wanted me to have fun. Now, I hadn't seen the movie, but they didn't. Again, negative sentence is possible. They didn't avoid spoilers. So, yeah. Then again, this one was first. I hadn't seen it before they didn't avoid spoilers. Because, well, they don't like me, let's say. All right, now we have part number 2. And this one is even easier, I would say, because we only have would have. That's all we need here. Or would not, but well, not is always easy to put somewhere. I would have visited you. What is it? Well, I would visit you. This would be about the future, yeah? I would visit you tomorrow, maybe, if I had time, but I don't have. I would have. It's only about the past. So we have a modal verb, yeah, and then we add have, and it magically goes into the past, or it describes the past. So we could have, in other cases, we could have, I could have visited you, I should have visited you, you should have called me, or you should have told me. Often in movies, powinieneś był mi powiedzieć. You should have told me. Now, then I made a fool of myself. So I would have visited you. Odwiedziłbym cię kiedyś tam, ale nie miałem czasu. Or he would have gone. He would have gone. He would have gone. If you want to, okay, maybe later, he would have gone. Czyli poszedłby. gdybym mu nie pomógł, na przykład. Albo odszedłby bardziej też, gdybym mu nie pomógł. Or they wouldn't have met. Yeah, they wouldn't have met. Gdyby nie jakieś wydarzenie, nie spotkaliby się. And also, I need to tell you this, because what I see and what people make fun often, well, maybe not fun, that you can see, let me write, we can make it shorter. I hope you can see it. I would have, we can say I would have. So it sounds, I would have visited you. He would have gone. They, oh no, here because we have, they would have met. Wouldn't have, also possible. But yeah, I would have, he would have. So it's faster, yeah? It's easier. But what is interesting that people, natives, Americans, well, and British people also, they often write it like this. I would have. I would have. Well, because they don't know their language, apparently. But this is, of course, this is wrong. So we shouldn't say it like this. We shouldn't write it like this. But since it sounds like this, they sometimes write it like this. Very often, to be honest. So yeah, just to tell you that you can see sometimes this, especially on the internet. But this one is only possible. Okay, so that's all we have. Past perfect, simple, and would have, so model plus have, which makes it, well, the past simply. And now, before we see our third conditional, now let's quickly focus on number 1 and number 2. So first conditional and second conditional, a small and a small comparison. So the first one is simply this, similar but slightly different. If you go to London, you will see Big Ben. And now I just want to know that you are still there, so please, yeah, make this, please translate this into Polish. And we'll compare if there's any difference between 1 and between 2. Between 1 and 2. So please translate this. If you go to London, you will see Big Ben. So we start with it. Then we have a comma. Then we have, well, future. And that's it. So who's going to be the first one? If anyone wants to, but I believe you, yeah, you always want to write something. The problem is it takes a little bit of time for Webinar Jam to digest it and to show it to me. Yeah, that's great. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So even though we have present simple here, surprising maybe a little bit, it's about the future. So if you go, yes, exactly, you will see. So this simple will and this if and the whole construction makes it refers to the future. So yeah, it's future. If you go, you will. And it's probable. All right, number 2. If you went to London, you would see. Now, again, I would like you to translate this. You don't have to translate the whole sentence. You don't need to use every word. Just so that I know and we know what we are talking about in general. So if you went to London, you would see Big Ben. All right. Now, as you can see, we have in Polish exactly like this. Gdybyś pojechał, jeśli pojechałbyś, to byś zobaczył. Well, and yeah. And this one, jeśli pojedziesz, możesz zobaczyć. We could translate it like this too, Because, well, this one is also, although in Polish it sounds like it's about the past. Jeśli pojechałbyś wczoraj, czy jeśli pojechałbyś jutro. Well, I don't know. In English, we know about the future again. So yeah, number one, future. Number two, future also. But this one is very probable. Yeah, if you go, you'll see. If you burn your skin, it hurts. It will hurt, sorry. Now this one is less probable. If you went, you would see. But you probably will not go there, so you will not see it. So yeah, these two are about the future. Now, as you may have guessed, okay, what we use here, of course, we use go and we use went. And even though it's went, so it's go, went, gone, it's past, it's about the future, but less probable. And will, you will go, so future. And now you would, well, just guessing. Yeah, the will that is not certain, would. Now the third one. All right, now we're talking. The third one. Let me show you. If you had gone to London, you would have seen Big Ben. If you had gone to London, you would have seen Big Ben. Now you know that we use past perfect, so this one, to talk about past events before something happened. And now you of course also know that we use would plus have to make this would, well, describe the past. So anyone would like to translate this one, which may be tricky because, well, it's similar to the second one in Polish. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do just this, and then this will be almost the last task. No, yeah, no, you will have to write, or no, you will not have to, but I will ask you to write something. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. But as you can see, in Polish we don't know. Pojechał wczoraj czy pojechał jutro. Tak sobie gdybam. Now here we have third, and it's only about the past, so it's past. Yeah. Gdybyś pojechał. In Polish we used to say, gdybyś był pojechał, to byś zobaczył. O, był zobaczył. Ale że tego nie zrobiłeś, no to... Yeah. So if you had gone to London 2 weeks ago with us, you would have seen Big Ben. Byś wtedy zobaczył. Yes, thank you very much. That's exactly it. Although it can be tricky a little bit. It was possible, yeah, it was possible if you had gone, but you didn't want to, for example, and it didn't happen. And other examples. If you had gone to London, you would have seen Big Ben, which is exactly the same example. Sorry. Yeah. Now, if I had learned, I would have passed the test. But I failed. Yeah, and no more. Oh, yes. Students start their studies today. Yeah, it could be true. But hopefully it's not. If I had learned, I would have passed. Or if I hadn't learned, I would not have passed the test. Gdybym się uczył, no w przeszłości, można to powiedzieć. I would have passed. To bym to wtedy zdał, no ale nie zdałem. Alright, and if she hadn't seen the film, she wouldn't have known the ending. Does it make any sense? Of course it does. If she hadn't seen, she wouldn't have known. Gdyby go nie widziała, tego filmu, to by nie znała. But, well, she knows the ending. Or she knew the ending. So now, I know that she had seen the film. Good. So, and also, yes, you had again. I had again. As simple as that. She had again. And gone, learned, because this one is a regular. See, so seen. Mhm. And as you can see here, would have. Would have. Even though we have you, even though we have I, she would have. With not, because this one is negative. Cool. Now I want you. Could you please, well, finish these sentences? I'll show you just maybe 5 or 6 of them. So if you want to write, then do it. If you don't want to write, then just please focus. So we've got the first part, yeah? If I hadn't missed the train, but I missed, be late for the meeting, full stop. I'll show you. It will be here, probably. So we have action number 1, of course. Missed the train. Spóźniłem się. Number 2. No, no tak. Jeszcze to. I would have met her. Well, yeah, maybe, yeah. If I hadn't met the train, I would have met her, but now, no, and she met somebody else. I wouldn't have been late. Perfect. I would not have, if I had, yeah. Good. So as you can see, also important thing, if, comma, in the middle, never together. I wouldn't have been late. Everyone is right? Everyone is right, yes. Yes, and also I wanted to say, oh yeah, missed, spóźnić się na pociąg. And be late, spóźnić się. Well, how funny is that? Yes, we don't say nie trafić na pociąg. All right, another one. This one is good, very good. If I had seen your wallet, somebody is accusing me of stealing. And I tell him, if I had seen your wallet, then I... All right, we've got enough time, so yeah, but I always wonder who it will be the first one, although it doesn't matter. Yeah. And Anna is Anna is first, and she is right, and everyone is right. Yeah. If I had seen, I would have told you. I would have told you. All right, one more. I would have told you. All right. If Mike had earned more money, and again, it's about the past. That's why we have last year. If Mike had earned more money, all right, we are almost there. Yeah. He would have traveled last year. Okay, so it's okay. It's everything. It's cool. Yes, but I wanted to tell you here something. He would have traveled last year. He would have traveled last year. Yes. If Mike had earned more money, so before this, yeah, I'm not talking about his general making money. It was before even last year. It was, let's say, 2 years ago. Yeah. Or, well, we don't have to be precise. We know that it's before last year. If he had earned more money, he would have traveled last year. Maybe now he earns. Maybe yesterday he earned more money. Yeah. It's possible. The important thing is that this happened before. this last year and his this possibility of traveling. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and take a look at this. If Mike had earned more money, he would have traveled last year. We can reverse it. Mike would have traveled last year if he had earned more money. And as I have told you already, probably, yes, when we have if in the middle, so it is in the middle of the sentence, we don't have comma. Because comma, in this case, with conditionals, comma hates if or when. Sometimes we have when with if, but now we have if. And we don't have comma when if is in the middle. Okay, so just one more, maybe. She would have felt better. She would have felt better. Now, take a look at this because it's important what I start with here. Would have. So now, yeah, you need to do something else. A little bit. Just a little bit. She would have felt better. And we'll see how this one goes. I hope it goes all right. Yeah. Get, got, gotten. Cool. And if. Yeah. Good. If she had gotten enough rest. She had gotten. So yeah, you know this pretty much. Well, pretty much everything. So one more, not this one. I'll show you later one because we need to. Yeah, I need to pay attention to the time. If she had gotten enough rest, yeah, we would have invited you. Now let me show you. If we had. Oh no, this one was the one I wanted to ask you about. I'm disappointed with myself. But yeah, what I wanted to show you here is that sometimes, of course, we can have had twice. Well, because we need to use this, yeah. Before we had, mm, uh, uh, we have get, yes, get, had gotten or had got. Now we have, so we need to double it, yeah. Past participle of have, had, but since it's past perfect, we need had. Yes, exactly. Perfect, nice. If we had your number. Yeah, I thought this one was the last one, but it is the last one. So it's cool, but I didn't give you enough time. So yeah, I would have bought that. No, this one was supposed to be before that one. I would have bought that car if I had enough money. Yeah, yeah. So it's again similar. We have here, so we need to double it. I hope I didn't confuse you with this last part, but this is at the end. So past perfect and would have. We have third conditional, which we use to talk about some things that could have happened in the past. But now it's too late. Now it's too late. We cannot do anything about it. So unlikely events, well, likely events, but which didn't happen in the past. Any questions? Do you have any questions? I will ask you just two questions. Well, as always. Was it useful or not? What do you think? All right. And question number two. All right. All right. So I see no questions, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. And visit these websites, of course, as always. And I hope to see you in the future, and maybe in an hour and a half, as far as I remember. Uh, yeah, we can mix them. We can mix them, but this will be a totally different topic, and it will be discussed in the future. But we will need at least one meeting to discuss it. But don't worry, it will be in the future, certainly. So, thank you very much. I hope to see you and have a good evening. And that's it. That's it. Thanks. Bye bye.